So guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss about a example that is known as farmer example. Last time I told you to discuss about the approach of an example, and I will teach you how to think about the problem. So this is the problem that I was talking about. So let's get started. So as you can see that I have written the question because not to waste time, and you also write this question, and I am giving some time for you to write this question on your paper. And as I had told you earlier, that please sit with a pen and a paper and write the stuffs that I am writing on my tab. Okay, so this is the question. I am reading out the question for you people to make you understand what the question is saying or trying to say to you. That means a farmer has 100 acres of land. He produces tomatoes, lettuce and radishes. 3 vegetables he is producing, and the total acre of land is 100 acres of land. The price he obtained is rupees 1 per kg of tomato, 0.75 per unit of lettuce and rupees 2 per kg of radishes. This is the price he obtained, means this is the profit that he is gaining while selling these vegetables. Okay, the average production per acre is 2000 kg of tomato, 3000 heads of lettuce and 1000 kg of radishes. Fertilizer that he will use in his land is available at rupees 0.50 per kg, and the amount required per acre is 1000 kg for tomatoes and lettuce and 50 kg for radishes. Labor also required to owe the seeds and do all the stuffs. So labor are required for sowing, cultivating and harvesting per acre is 5 man days for tomatoes, 5 man days for 1 acre of land. Okay, and radishes same 5 man days required for tomatoes and radishes for 1 acre of land, and 6 man days for lettuce. A total of 400 man days of labor are available at rupees 20 per man days. Okay, formulate the LPP model to maximize the total profit. This is the question, and how we will take the approach. The first approach that we will take is the approach of dividing the land into 3 piece of land, in which you grow tomato in some part of the land, then you grow lettuce in some part of the land, and then you grow radishes in some part of the land. So let's solve this as quick as possible, because it is after solving this problem I will tell you how to take another approach, that is my own approach that I solved earlier. I will tell you how to take that approach. So let the farmer alerted, we will write here, let the farmer, I request you to write on a paper for your understanding. Alerted x1 acre tomato, x2 acre to lettuce and x3 acre to radishes. Then what are the constraints? That is x1 plus x2 plus x3 is less than equals to 100. That means the total land is 100 acres. That is why if you add these 3 things, then it should sum up to either 100 or less than 100. Then 5x1, that means man days. Man days is also a constant for us. So 5x1, 6x2 plus 5x3 is less than equals to 400 is another constant for us. And what is the total sale? Total sale is equals to rupees. Okay, I need to tell you something right now, that I explained you that rupees 1 per kg of tomato, rupees 0.75 per unit of lettuce and rupees 2 per kg of radishes are not the profits. Okay, these are the price, that it is the selling price actually. After deducting the cost of making the vegetables, then we will get the profit by subtracting it from the total selling price. Okay, So this is the total sale is how much? That is rupees 1 into 2000 x1 plus 0.75 into 3000 x2 plus 2 into 1000 x3. See, as in the question it is written, the average production per acre is 20 kg of tomato, 3000 heads of lettuce and 1000 kg of radishes. As it is written here, I am underlining it for you. So, if there are x1 acre of land, then how much, if there is x1 acre of land, then how much amount of tomatoes will be produced? Per acre is 2000, then x1 into 2000 is the total. So in the same way we will multiply, as I have told you in the earlier examples. I have given such solutions to you, that how you will calculate the total stops. That is, you will calculate for 1 acre, then you will calculate for the whole acre. So quickly we are solving. Then fertilizer expenditure we will also take out. We will also find the fertilizer expenditure, so that we can subtract it from the total selling price to get the profit. So what is the fertilizer expenditure? Fertilizer expenditure will be 0.50 into 100 x1 plus 100 x2 plus 50 x3. Okay, these are the amount that is required for 1 acre. When you will multiply with x1, x2, x3, you will get the total amount of fertilizer, and the total amount of fertilizer multiplied with the amount gives you the total amount that is spent on the fertilizer. That is why it is written as fertilizer expenditure. Then what is the labor expenditure? So the labor expenditure is rupees 20, 5 labor for tomatoes, 6 labor for lettuce and 5 labor for radishes. And what is the profit? Profit equals to 1850 x1 plus 2080 x2 plus 1875 x3. And what we have to maximize? We have to maximize this profit. Okay, we have to maximize this profit. How did we get this profit is a question right now. How I got this? It is a very simple thing. As I told you, to subtract the expenditure from the selling price is what I did here. See, the total sale is 2000 x1 plus 0.75 into 3000 x2 plus 2 into 1000 x3, the total sale. And what is the fertilizer expenditure? Fertilizer expenditure we got 100 x1 plus 100 x2 plus 50 x3 whole multiplied with 0.05. You will find this solution of this equation. Then comes the labor expenditure. Then you have to multiply 20 with 5x1 plus 6x2 and 5x3 to get the labor expenditure. Then to find the profit, you have to subtract from the selling price minus the labor expenditure and fertilizer expenditure to get the profit. Okay, this is a work for you. You do yourself and match the answer with mine. Okay, you got the equation of profit. Now we have the constraints here. The constraints are x1 plus x2 plus x3 is less than equals to 100. Saroj, take your earphone use kar. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 should be less than equals to 100. Then comes 5x1 plus 6x2, 5x3 should be less than equals to 400. That is the man days. That is, man days is a constraint and land is a constraint here. And x1, x2, x3 should be greater than equals to 0. Okay, this is all about solving this problem. Now I am telling you about another approach. I would like you to solve it by yourself. You take the total number of tomatoes produced to be x1, total number of lettuce produced is x2, and total amount of radishes produced is x3. Instead of taking the land, dividing the land, you divide the amount of the production of the vegetables. In this way we also can approach this problem, and that way is a more complex one. So I think the time is not allowing me to discuss both the methods in one video, I would like to take another video to explain that method, because that will also take time and it will take some more brain power to understand. So for this video I would like to conclude that solve as many problems as you can to get you know to get a proper understanding of the problems. And take care. This is SR signing off.